go in, there are so many dogs here. This is like the one of the parks in Calgary that no matter what time of day we come, no matter what the weather is, there are so many dogs. And Tyson is a very social dog, so he loves just playing and meeting. So his happy place, I say, is this place, River Park. And so it's also one of my happy places. I was thinking about that this morning, how I was going through a bit of a dark time a few years ago, and Tyson was in my life already, and so he was like my beam of light. But this was the place that we would come when I was just like basically stuck in the darkness. I hated being at home, hated being everywhere. And this was our happy place. This was like the place we would come and I would feel some relief, some happiness. Seeing his smile was basically what did it. But yeah, so this place is just really good memories. And good Gigi. Yeah. He's really good off-leash. He likes to smell things and do things on his own time, so being on-leash is kind of annoying. But he listens to me really well, but legally I can't have him off-leash, on just the sidewalks.
How does he get along with other dogs?
He loves other dogs. He loves big dogs, mostly, also little dogs.
The fun part of dog.
The fun part, yeah, and I haven't eaten my breakfast yet, so that's going to be interesting. Balancing act.
That's why we're so anxious to get out here.
Yeah.
Is there a science to getting the best bag? Because they're not all created equal.
You know what? I try to get like earth-friendly bags because I don't really believe in plastic. So some of them are compostable and some of them, I don't know what this one is. I think it's biodegradable. So I try to get earth-friendly bags. But I also like to get the bags that fit in this cute thing because it's easy to carry around. So that's my science. It was funny last night at the witches gathering. It was so hot yesterday and the weather was so nice. And then all of a sudden, as soon as we start opening the circle to start our ritual, the wind gusts, the wind gets crazy. It's pretty powerful.
So that's a good omen or a bad one?
That was a good omen. That's like the witches have arrived, sometimes I say that I control the weather. I do believe there's a certain amount of truth to that. But women together are powerful. Sometimes in the weekdays, the times I come, there's dog walkers, so it'll be busy dog walks. It'll be busy dog wise because they'll have a dozen dogs per person.
Right.
But here it's busy people wise today.
And how often would you come out here?
I'm not in that city that much, but when I am, I try to come at least once a week. I like to say I do it for Tyson, but I definitely do it for me. Because I love it here. Well, I've always been comfortable in front of photography, taking pictures.
Right.
Speaking my voice has been more of a challenge in front of videos, and especially when I started my vlogging on Instagram. That's good. That was actually a challenge for me, is speaking and hearing my voice on camera.
Right.
But honestly, it probably only took less than a month to just be well, that was silly. Yeah. Come on, Debbie. See, look at that smile. Oh, distracted me.
Do you have to wait for him?
No, he's come.
He seems to keep track of you.
Yes, he does not like losing me. And that's why I'm never worried about him. He's very much attached. And it's funny when, this is mean, when I first started coming, sometimes I would hide behind a pole or something so he couldn't see me. He'd freak out. He'd start running in one direction, running the other direction. So mean. But yes, he freaks out when he loses me. So he stays quite close.
Who's that?
So Tyson has this thing where he really likes to hump big dogs' faces.
Their face. That is kind of, yeah.
I know, it's totally backwards. He's I don't know.
He's got the wrong end.
He's kind of funny.
So he does his own thing.
He does.
Kind of like his owner.
Right. You know, he's very much like me. He learned it from the best.
There you go. You taught him well.
Yeah. I would say one of the best pictures, if you're gonna get it from this video, is just over here probably. And you can see the river if you get closer to the fence. I'm just gonna go throw up the poop. Socialize like with the other dogs, and then if the dog's cool, then I'll chat with their owner. But
can you make serious character assumptions based on someone's dog?
sometimes, yeah. If the dog's like really unruly, you know that owner hasn't disciplined them, so they don't maybe have the best techniques in their own life, or they're an aggressive person, you know. Like if someone has their dog on leash in an off-leash park, I'll stay away from them because that means they don't know how to control their dog, and their dog is temperamental or will attack Tyson. So and Tyson's pretty good energetically. He understands that. He can sense it, so he'll take like a wide berth around those dogs. Kind of funny.
Can he also sense your moods?
100%. Oh yeah. He's such a sweetheart. He's like my little angel. He can sense. Well, I mean, obviously when I'm happy, like these are just kosher. When I'm angry, he like hides. When I'm sad, he hides. Sometimes when I'm sad, he comes and gives me some kisses, you know. But yeah, he's super, super intuitive. Like last night with all the women in the house, he gets really like kind of he gets really weird around a lot of like energy workers because there's just so much energy. He's so much more sensitive, and he can see things differently than we can, you know, and feel them differently. So he gets a little yeah, I don't know how to explain it. Agitated. Right.
Will you ever come out here and just sit for a while?
Sometimes. Yeah, sometimes I bring a book. Well, not really, I don't bring a book. But sometimes I'll bring my journal. Sometimes I've seen like couples in this corner like on a picnic blanket with some wine. It's kind of a cute little spot. But then again, it's in a dog park, so dogs will come up and lick you. Right, mister? But for us it would be nice because then you could just roam around, meet all the dogs. Tyson, you want to be in the shot? Come here. Come on, up. Tyson. Up. Good boy. Good boy. You're such a good listener. You. Oh, thank you. Are you happy? Look at that face. You got slobber on me. This is gross. So everyone who went into Beano that day got a coffee for free, and we could tip, like we could put our money into a jar. I don't remember what the funds were for, But I thought that was just a beautiful idea, that whole like pay it forward thing. Like it's just such a nice feeling because you go in expecting to pay because that's what you do, and then all of a sudden it's free, so it like just puts a smile on your face, you know. And then you have that money to either donate to whatever the cause was or to like pay it forward to someone else. So that's another reason I really love Cafe Bino. Is like I feel like community based, like really interesting humans doing really nice things like that. I don't feel like it's talked about enough that sugar is actually more detrimental to the body than anything else. Like it's sugar that's not good for you, as opposed to fat, which everyone is on about. Fat is really good for you. You need to eat fat, healthy fats. Sugar is what's going to give you heart attacks and give you stomach problems, and it's so addictive. It's the most addictive thing ever that people don't talk about. Sugar, and how our bodies, ancestrally or biologically. Oh, what's he doing?
I don't know. He's coming.
He got distracted. Tyson, come here. Come here. You good boy. Yes. To complete that thought, like ancestrally, we never would have consumed sugar. Biologically, our bodies do not know how to process it still. And that's why you're seeing a lot of people with diabetes and whatnot, because like our body's intelligence is phenomenal. So like we will be able to process whatever we put inside of it, but to the amount, like the level of sugar that we're consuming, our body can't handle it. So it's also something that people don't, I think about or realize. It's kind of funny. Last night in the witches' gathering, I created mojo bag. So we all brought fabric and items that represented what we want to manifest in this next lunar cycle. It was just a new moon, and so we put all our intentions and items that represented our intentions into this little mojo bag. But the idea as well is that it's very personal and private, and so I'm supposed to hide it somewhere on my body. I created it as a necklace, and actually it would stick out a little bit. I didn't make the string long enough, so I've tucked it under my armpit, so you can't see it. But I keep fiddling with this string because it's kind of annoying. But it's also just a bit of a reminder. Like it's constantly on my body. This thing that I want to manifest, this intention for my life, which is kind of lovely.
So you want it to kind of bother you in a way, a little bit.
I'm not sure if you want it to bother you, but it's nice to have that reminder, like at least for what my intentions are. It's nice to keep thinking of that, and I think in a way, like what you think about is what you create, right? So the more I think about it, the more it's growing and manifesting. So yeah, I guess maybe you do want it to bother you. Then the idea is though, you stop wearing the mojo bag when it falls off, like naturally. Or in the next lunar cycle, so we'll see how long I get. A month is kind of a long time to wear this. It's not that big, but it's almost as big as this keychain thing, so it's a little bit cumbersome, but in a good way. Yeah.
Come on. He won't play with anybody until the very end.
Of course.
All of a sudden, he finds all the friends in the world.
Oh, I know. When I first started bringing Tyson to the dog park, he would do that. He'd just run the other way.
Yeah.
Wiccan is a religion, Wicca. I do not participate, or I haven't looked into Wiccanism. The world that I play in is just spirituality, and I lean towards the word witch because I feel like it's a woman who's in her power, who's connected to the earth and nature and her womb. But for me, so I practice magic in that everything is magic. That's just the way I see life. But I don't practice any religion. I don't practice Wicca because it's a religion and like strict guidelines, strict stuff. I'm not huge into that. I'm more into like the intuitive nature of whatever it is that I'm doing. When I say the word witch, it can trigger a lot of people, male and female, because it has a lot of power and a lot of like stigma. But But I like to define the word when people are uncomfortable with it as a woman who's in her power, a woman who's connected to her source, her intuition, nature, her cycles and flows, and her womb. So in a sense, that makes the word a little less scary and dangerous. But in terms for women, it's totally fair to be scared of the word witch, because we were burned at the stake, and there was like 13 million women. There was a huge genocide that really wasn't talked about, and these women were just healers and doulas and women who worked with plants. Like they weren't killing people at the stake, you know. Like maybe there's some witches who work with black magic and do crazy stuff, but I think for the most part it was just women, and they were just called witches.